All right, so this is the Renee. I got a lot to say, and I'm going to cut to the chase. So I already prayed over the cards, and I did go ahead and do an initial pre-pull. And what I'm getting is somebody is letting go of all types of things that just simply doesn't align with you anymore. The type of thoughts that you have, the type of um, things that you would do, maybe the things that you would say, you're just really releasing all the things that can make you negative, that can make you feel unworthy, that can limit you from being able to get the abundance that you need, that can limit you from simply being as creative as you can be, or something that puts you back into an energy of being a tyrant. Okay, so you've understood that how it was that you were prior to was not okay. You get that. And because you're getting that now, you are entering a space that's almost fairy tale-ish, like almost like if we can go back in time, so I'm going to show you this card because this maybe explains it. You see how this guy is on the horse, and there's almost like an air about him, like he's kingly or in a very high honor position, but happy, confident. And that's what it is that I'm seeing here. Okay. So really what it is too, this is something that you needed to close out, clearly. And you are doing exactly what it is that you needed to do. You needed to be able to properly get your emotions in check, understand how to identify yourself versus that emotion and separate the two. You wanted things, but instead of actually doing it, you were almost begging, like, oh, please, I want this. Like, I wish this would happen, or, that type of a thing, instead of like almost getting up and making it happen, commanding it. Like there's a story of TLC one time where they didn't held somebody up in a at the radio station. They like play my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it could be very significant that somebody is in music and you are a creative person that we need to hear. So it's not about you begging. Do it. The only thing that has been stopping you is you and what you've allowed the devil, the demonic entities to kind of allow you to do. But again, I saw that you were working on it, so hang on just a moment. All right, so sorry about that. But as you have been releasing those negative kind of ways, let's just say, anything that's negative, anything that's not benefiting you the way that it needs to benefit you, you're being looked at as somebody who's able to see beauty in things that other people can't see beauty in. They didn't see what you see, but it's not about them seeing what it is that you see. It's about them. It's about you. It's about you just simply creating what it is that you need to create after being in the correct energy that you need to be in. And so it's more so something for them, for whoever, to follow suit, see that, hey, I may need to change some things that I'm thinking. I may need to do some things different, or I may need to, whatever it is. They just need to look at you and see that you've done it too, and that you've been confident. And that if they want to be confident that there's an energy that you're in fairy energy. But that's funny. But there's an energy that you're in right now that people want to emulate because it's so light and happy and abundant. Okay, I thought something dropped, but you know, you simply just did what you needed to do. But let's see if we can get some more on the story. So somebody, I don't know exactly where this fits into the story about you changing your perspective and being able to create in the way that you want to create. But somebody in your energy is not who they say they are. So they're using mask tactics. So they're trying to really hide their face and not let you know who they are. So maybe this is somebody who is pretending to understand things in the way that you're understanding it, or your new way and your new ideas. They are pretending to get it too, and they're doing that because they know that you are not somebody that really takes well to to someone that's not willing to understand. So they pretend that they're understanding, but they don't know. You know, there's things that they did to you in the background, and they literally had no good reason to even do it. They're just simply, some people just simply just want to try you, just want to see if they can. They want to prove you wrong. Like, it's almost like you give too much power. You give too much, you're an earth angel, you know? And you give too much of that earth angel energy, and they're literally just like, ew, it's you. Like, why are you doing this? But who the hell turns their face up at an angel? You really have to think about what that means and what that says in terms of what entities and energies people are allowing in their space. Because if you, my friend, are an angel and they don't like you, they got some demonic things going on. And these, man, they better leave you alone. Honestly, they know, like I know, these people wanted you to believe that something was wrong with you. And what I'm getting to is that maybe this was difficult for you to be able to get out of the previous energy that you were in, to be able to get into this energy. Because there was so much that was happening around you that was stopping you, that was telling you that you're not right. I'm right. It's not you that's right. It's me. But you was right all along. And now a lot of these people are losing whatever riches that they had. Because it's a no. Especially when you come for earth angels. And, you know, you're somebody that as you continue on to be the best person that you can be, you are, what am I trying to say? So the risk of you reincarnating into another life is low when you get yourself together in this life. And just, you know, don't, when you have, because when we look at people, we all kind of are within the same skins. It's difficult to see when somebody doesn't mean you well. This is why we read energy, why we pick up on energy, why we pick up on people's behaviors and the way that they act and how they treat you. Because energy doesn't lie. They can't hide their energy. They may be able to try to smile, but you feel it, you know? And so it's whoever I'm speaking to, you have to pay attention, okay, to the people that surround you, because spiritual warfare is real. And it doesn't matter that you accept it, or if you say, well, I don't believe spiritual warfare is real. Nobody cares what you believe. Okay? It's the fact that it is. So when you're being, you know, when things aren't right in your life and you're feeling down, way down, and you're feeling these ways, and you're like, man, but what did I do to deserve it? You didn't. It's warfare. It's war. Put your armor on. But let's go ahead and let me close this out with maybe just something positive that you need to know, or maybe something that can help reinforce something that you need to know, and then maybe a affirmation, something about yourself that can really provide courage. Okay, so let's see. You know, a lot of people, spiritual warfare is foreign to a lot of people, because a lot of people just simply aren't able to understand beyond what they can see. And it's just as simple as that. But it doesn't mean that it's not happening. And that's a rule that you should apply to anything that's going on in your life. You believing it means nothing. This is the whole point of why one needs to align with the truth, because that's what you want. You want to know what's true. You know, it's not about what you believe. But, you know, we've been tricked to make us feel like we have any type of say, and we really don't when it comes to certain things. So I'm proud of you for being out of the energy, for taking the stand and being able to move on, okay? Even if, as encouragement for you, you're somebody that, even if you are, somebody wants you to feel like you're in danger. Somebody wants you to feel like threatened. They're like, who? Who are you threatening? What's going on here? Like, because absolutely not. I have no reason to fear you. And you are that type of person. And it's actually, polite is a courtesy, okay? So let's be real. For you to be polite to somebody, that is a courtesy. But with you now being able to understand the energies and the things that surround you, you understand that you don't have to be polite to anybody you don't want to be polite to. That is a courtesy. And if somebody wants politeness, then they need to get their own thoughts, their own self, get in the same energy that you in. Tell them, watch. Tell them, look at me, look at what I did. Pay attention and watch what I did, and then you can do it too. But until then, stay out of my energy, okay? Stay out of it. Just stay out of it. It'll just be best for you. But I truly thank you guys for listening. I hope that this is something that resonated. You know, when it comes to spiritual warfare, it's just one of the things that I do. I I love it. I love to be able to fight those people that are committed to to putting war or throwing war on chosen beings. No, absolutely not. Okay. And so it's almost like I eat y'all for breakfast, you know, in terms of the demons. And I I'm feeling like the person that I'm talking to is tapping into that energy as well. And you have a great day.